David Blake.
I am David Blake.
And David, today we want to talk a little bit about keeping upper level dressage horses sound and what your routine is to do this.
I think the most important thing to think about with especially a high performance horse is really to try and listen to the horse as much as you can. I personally ride my Grand Prix horses maximum 5 days a week. If I have a horse that's doing really well, I will give him a break, maybe do 4 days a week, a little trail ride. I think that's very important. Sometimes you have a horse that's very hot and needs to be ridden a few more days. The important thing to also remember is not to overdo it. So if you ride that many days a row, say 7, a lot of breaks, and incorporate a light day or 2 into the program.
And then what other protocols do you use in your soundness routine to help prevent injury at shows, at home?
A big thing for us is icing. So we use the Professional's Choice ice boots that we do fill with ice. I feel that gets the coldest. I will ice the horses a couple times a day if I feel it's necessary. Get rid of any heat, any swelling. Standing reps, again, to prevent swelling. I think it's very important for the horse's legs to be tight, feel cool, and that way you don't stress your horse in the work.
And is there, because we all know that dressage horses can easily get sore backs, what's some of the things that you think about in order to keep their muscles in as good a condition?
That's always a very difficult thing, and as many of us know, if your horse's back gets sore, it's very difficult to recover from that. For me, I really try to not push the horse 100% every day. Very seldom, in fact, do I go 100% with the gaits. And then, little therapies. We use a magnetic blanket, we use liniment. I think those things you can't really do enough of. To really take care of their backs, I think is important. It creates the connection between the hind leg and the front end, carries the rider. So I think that is, one of the high stress parts of the horse that is sometimes honestly forgotten about.
And how important do you think the use of boots is in part of keeping horses sound?
I think that's an absolute. I don't think there's any reason, if you're going to ride especially a high performance horse, to not use boots to protect them, support them. It's just an all-around tool to use, especially if they're going to cross their legs or do high performance piaffe passage tours. So complicated to be coordinated enough. There's no reason not to use them.
Knowing that competition is a huge part of our world, and with competition comes traveling with your horse, let's talk a little bit about what we do to keep them safe in the trailer.
Absolutely, that's one thing. We feel like you just can't keep them too safe in the trailer. So we will wrap them, bell boots all 4 legs, wraps all 4 legs. And we've been known to put the shipping boots on top, again, just to protect everything from the hawk as high as we can go, down as far as we can go, so they don't step on themselves. If you step on the brakes, or the gas, or anything you can do to protect the legs, and also a nice cooler on, so they don't rub against the sides. You want your halter to be as safe as possible, preferably for me leather, that if they do get in a bind, it does break and they don't get caught up in it. You want a nice quick release snap. All those things, just to really take a lot of care. The horse is comfortable when he travels, so when you get to the competition, you have the best possible horse you can.
Do you have a routine that you use that you think keeps the horses calm in horse trailers during travel?
The biggest thing, we all know that horses live through their stomachs. So we always, put some carrots in there, a lot of hay. Sometimes it could be deemed overboard, but I think keeping them comfortable with feed is fairly uncomplicated, and they seem to appreciate that.
Yeah, Icarus doesn't look like he's missed too many meals.
No, he doesn't miss any.